is I would really like that you guys line them up somehow on the right side of your desktop, like where mine are. This way it's going to be a lot easier to click and drag them into Photoshop. Just in case this is our first Photoshop project of the year and we don't have Photoshop saved to our bottom taskbar, hit the F4 key on your keyboard to bring up your Spotlight search. I'm running an older OS than the MacBooks that we have, so yours is going to look a little different than mine, but in this top search bar right here, you could just type in Photoshop. You're looking ideally for Photoshop 2022. That's the year this is made. Like I said again, though, I'm running a little bit lower on my laptop here, so 2021 will be 2021 or newer will work. Here's Photoshop. What you're really concerned about is creating a new file. My create news over here. I believe if you're in the 2022 version, it will be up top. I just want you to look for a create new button. Then everything should look pretty similar. Maybe not this left side stuff, but this stuff over here on the right. That's what we really care about right now. Where it says Untitled 1, I want you to name this your first name, your last name. We can put a little slash in there, and we're going to call it pattern. Or no, this first file, this project has 2 files in it, actually. We're going to call this stock photos. This is going to be a collection of all 6 of your photos. Where it says pixels right here, click that drop down arrow and change that to inches. The width and the height are going to be the same, 12 for the width and 12 for the height. You don't need to worry about the orientation because it's a square. Resolution, make sure that it's 300. The color mode for this one, we're actually going to leave it as RGB because we might be doing some effects to it where CMYK might be able to mess it up, actually. So do RGB this time. Other than that, everything else by default will be fine. You can go ahead and hit Create in the bottom right. You should just see a white square. Now carefully look at my mouse cursor right now. It kind of looks like a 4-way like bullseye. Watch me move over to the right side of the screen, and it will change to a left arrow. Click and drag Photoshop a little bit to the left, revealing your desktop. There it is, all 6 of your images. Now we can drag them into Photoshop. Click and hold and drag it into the white space of Photoshop or your white file and let go. You might have to click in Photoshop. There it goes. It renders. This size actually sized up flawlessly. That won't happen most of the time. Go ahead and hit enter for now just to like render it. And then over here on your layers window right here, double click that and you're going to see the text option change where you can name it. I'm just going to call this Milkshake 1. Name it relative to your object, but then make sure that you have the number 1 next to it no matter what. The other thing I want to go over real quick, watch me do this, window, workspace. I'm going to reset the essentials to show you something. There will be this properties tab for you guys here. I recommend that everybody do this right now because it's useless for us for the time being. Right over to the right of it, of properties, adjustments, and libraries, you'll find this 3/. Click that and then choose close tab group. This way it gives you a ton of more space for layers. If you hover your arrow right above it, you will notice that you could expand or minimize the color or layers option. Colors we just really need really small right now. We really only care about layers for the time being, so make layers much larger. You're going to have a lot coming up. Second option, or second image right here. Click and drag this one in. I'm going to use the center milkshake for this one. And what I've noticed is that it's not quite big enough. You want your milkshake bigger. So while you have the image as you just drug it in, you go to any of the corner pockets. I'm going to go up here to this top right, and you will notice that when you're hovering over that top right square, you'll see your icon changes to 2 diagonal arrows. Unlike Illustrator, do not hold Shift. I know that's really confusing that they're separate. So just click and hold and swipe and drag it. Then I'm going to go to the middle of the image and move it a little bit back down. Again, I'm really only focusing on that center milkshake for this one. And center it. There we go. Once you're done, hit the return or enter key on your keyboard. That'll render the image in a little bit of higher quality. We'll go back over here to the layer name, double click that, Milkshake 2, and then hit enter. Now, this is the same image, but again, I want that image for the center milkshake. I'm going to click and drag this one in, and I'm going to use this for the right milkshake. So centering my thing, going up here to the top left this time, looking at my arrow cursor changing, clicking and dragging to expand. I'm going to move him a little bit. I'm actually going to go to the bottom right now, click, drag, expand. Again, I'm trying to maximize the size of the right milkshake, and then I will hit enter. It doesn't matter that there's a little bit of clipping over here. I just want my object dead center. All right. We need to rename this layer. So milkshake 3. And then here we go. We'll speed run these next 3. I might be editing the video to make them go a little bit faster. I'm going to get the blue one in here. Milkshake 4. That looks about good. 5. And this one I wanted. Oh, I think I want the mint one on the left, actually. Okay. Pretty good. Oh, gotta rename this layer. Milkshake 6. Something else that you could do, again, it's the same as Illustrator, but if you hold down the Command key and hit minus, it will zoom you out, and plus will zoom you in. It might be a little bit better as you're trying to size up the images. Once you get this, though, you're ready for the next video. All we got to do right now is a quick file, save as, and you're going to save it as a cloud document, so choose the left option here, and then just make sure that your file name is correct up top right there. And then you can go and hit save in the bottom right. As you can see, it's processing down here. It's still saying save 99%. I'm going to wait because I'm really looking for that cloud icon to make sure that that occurs. Right there. If you look up here in the top left, cloud icon. If you don't see that, do it again. Go to File, Save As, and make sure that you have that cloud icon actually processed right up here by your file name. All right, guys, you're ready for the next step. I'll see you in part 3.